Good afternoon. This is Eric Tallman in the Breaking News Center. We have a developing story from WXYZ Channel 7 Action News, and this is the breaking story that we're covering today.
County school children sickened, rushed to a hospital after they were overcome by fever.
Yeah, Stephen, 36 students in all, in fact, all at Beck Elementary School were sickened. Let's get right to the nows. Anu Prakash live in Macomb Township. Anu, what happened here? What a scare.
Absolutely, Joanne and Stephen. I can tell you that I just got off the phone with the fire chief here in Macomb Township, and he tells me that basically this fog machine just wasn't set up properly. That's what led to a higher concentration of vapors, and that's what sickened all those kids. Chopper 7 over Beck Centennial Elementary School today as the entire building was evacuated. Dozens of fifth graders practicing for their spring musical are sickened by vapors from a fog machine used during the performance. Brian Groh got the call from the school and was told all parents should pick up their kids from nearby Eisenhower High School.
While I was waiting in line with all the other parents, I received a phone call from Henry Ford Hospital that my daughter was actually there. So it was a mad dash from the school to the hospital to pick her up.
Groh's daughter Katie was one of the 36 fifth graders taken to the hospital. The kids complained of headaches and nausea.
At the hospital, however, it was a little bit crazy because there was, I think I heard 36 kids, but one of the doctors I actually heard say that there was 40 plus. So there was kids lining the hallways and parents. You know, it looked like a disaster scene, which it looked much worse than it was.
Christine Johns is superintendent of Utica Community Schools.
A couple students were faint, and one student passed out. They called EMS. We believe that the fog machine was what caused them to not feel well.
Autumn is a sixth grader and says she saw some of the kids who were being put into ambulances. She says the adults reassured them they are all safe.
Everything's going to be all right, and everyone's going to be okay. There's just a couple kids who are sick, and they're going to be all right.
And the district says the kids were transported as a precaution, and all are expected to be okay. Parents like Brian Groh still hope to learn more about what went wrong with that fog machine.
I am concerned, just from the sake of, I'd like to know what happened. I'd like to, you know, more precautions be taken in the future.
Now, the fire chief tells me that the air here at Beck Centennial Elementary School was tested. They got the all clear, so classes will continue tomorrow. We also checked in with them about the kids who are still in the hospital. We're told that most, if not all of them, have been released. Now, coming up on Action News at 5, you're going to hear from Brian Groh's daughter, Katie. She was one of the 100-plus students, fifth graders, who was in that auditorium when all of this happened with that fog machine. You're going to hear from her coming up on Action News at 5. Reporting now live in Macomb Township, Anu Prakash for the Now Detroit.